Hello to everybody out there. Patrick Donnelly here with Donnelly Financial Services. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about why from ages 25 to 35, making just a few of the right financial decisions ultimately has an exponential impact on your financial well-being in the future. I'll talk you through one of the more common financial planning scenarios that we come across for the first time during this early accumulation phase, and why having a clear vision early on makes all the difference in your long-term success. I'll also talk you through some of the core advantages that we have and why getting on these things early is so important during ages 25 and 35. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so if you've stuck with me thus far, you are likely in or near that age range of 25 to 35, which is also known as the early accumulation phase. It's typically during this time period that we are faced for the first time with a few major financial decisions, whether that be around starting a family, buying your first home, which means paying down debt, or having your first child. You may not have been 100% sure on these decisions that you made so far, or may not know the long-term implications of some of the decisions you made. And let me assure you right now that that is okay. What's really important during this particular time period is having a conversation with yourself, your partner or spouse, or the family as a whole, and deciding what you value most, what you envision your future to look like, and what sort of lifestyle you hope to lead throughout the rest of your life. Because at its core, financial planning is really about providing you the confidence and peace of mind that you need to know that you are on track and on the right trajectory to reach all of your financial goals. So for example, to take a retirement planning scenario, which is probably one of the most common planning scenarios that we deal with, especially around early accumulation. The earlier you have a vision in mind for what age you'd like to retire or what sort of lifestyle you would like to lead during that time period, the earlier you have that vision and establish that vision, it becomes much more strategic on how we approach that vision and can plan for it. So just a quick example there would be even just a couple of percentage points added on to your 401k contribution each year can be the difference of tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars over the long term as that money grows in terms of investment. So it's little things like that and being extremely strategic and making the right decisions for yourself that have a huge impact over the longer term when it comes to financial planning. I'll talk you through next a couple of the core advantages that we have throughout our early accumulation years, so stick with me. Okay, so why am I putting so much emphasis on the early accumulation phase of financial planning? In short, it's because of the massive advantages we have on our side during this particular time period that rapidly start to diminish as we move through the rest of our financial life cycle. I know from meeting with and talking with early accumulation households that there is resistance to starting to plan this early, whether it be feeling like there's not enough assets at this point to really start making a difference long term, or having such a large debt load that that's solely what you want to focus on over the near term, or knowing that you're putting money away for retirement and that's so far off in the future that you have plenty of time to think about and plan for that. And while some of those points do have some validity, it's important to remember that the most valuable commodity that we have when it comes to our financial future is time. The earlier that you're able to envision and articulate what you want your life to look like, both near term and long term, the higher the probability of success we have in reaching those goals, as well as the more flexibility we have in charting the right roadmap to reach those goals. So in beginning to wrap this up, I just want to emphasize that although financial planning is heavily financial oriented, at its core, its goal is not to acquire and manage wealth. Financial planning is about ensuring that you have the peace of mind and confidence to enjoy your life both now and in the future. I always tell clients that, there's a lot that happens between now and retirement. And the point is to be able to enjoy all of those things throughout your life. The idea behind financial planning is to be able to learn about your lifestyle, learn about the goals that you hope to achieve, and find ways to reach each of those goals, give you the information and analysis that you need to make the best decisions for yourself and set yourself up in the future. So with that being said, I appreciate you sticking around with me. I hope you learned a lot from the video. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Have a good one. Thank you.